Okay, let's get fired off here. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start with what is becoming maybe my number one favorite. And the rounded bottom breakout has been a huge favorite, but this scan right here is becoming my favorite. And what it is, it's the T-line band moving up scan. So, and by the way, if you've not downloaded the scanner, it's easy. You can go download it. Ed, if you could throw the link out. If you're a member, make sure that you log in, because not everyone here is a member, by the way. So keep that in mind. If you're a member, you can log into the members area. There's a great big banner there for you that saves you $50 a month. Take advantage of it. If you're not a member, it costs $147 a month, or you can become a member. You could even become a trial member, and you will lock in the $97 a month price. So do what you have to do if you want to do it. Do you have to purchase first month right before Yes. Yeah, you can't download it without buying it. Yeah. Okay, so let's get started here. Oh, one more thing. For those of you that don't know, I've been trading for 31 years, and for about 16 of those years, I've been using not this scanner, but a scanner very, very similar to it. And one of my mentors turned me on to it, and it took me about 2 days to realize that this was the greatest thing since sliced bread. We are very fortunate to have a team put our own scanner together and put our own scans in there, and it's very, very exciting. I don't think I would be here today if I didn't have this particular tool. So, all right, enough with that. So, let me take a breath. Let me slow down a little bit. Take a little breath. Let me share. Yes, we do, Terry. In fact, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to share my scans with you. Members, non-members. Not everybody here is a member. And I'm going to share how to set the scanner up. That's what we're doing, setting the scanner up. We're not doing any TC2000 scans. We're not doing any Thinkorswim scans. We're setting up the scanner. Okay, again, my favorite, becoming one of my favorite, is what I call the T-band moving up. This is not the name of it in the system. I like to name them my own little names sometimes for my own little reasons. And this right here are the T-bands on the chart. Yes, it is recorded. This is the T-bands on the chart. The reality is you don't need the bands on the chart. You can look at just a naked chart. That chart did not change. This right here is going to come up, and it's still going to be in the T-bands. Still going to be there. Yes, did anyone notice that? Did you notice that I could click on the ticker symbol, double click, and it changes TC2000? How cool is that? So here's GIS, and let me put the bands back up, and you'll see how it finds it in the bands. And it's basically looking for a chart that has rallied up, pulled back, and then ready to rally back up. That's it in a nutshell. Now let's go set this up. So inside my window here, I have to remember, I'm trying to show everybody. So right click, go to left click on properties, and then this box comes up. Let's make sure you can see all this, because I don't make sure I'm in the camera. There we go. Oh, so what I've got here is the bull T-line bands all. Now for somebody that doesn't have that, all you have to do is come down here to the plus sign and start typing bands, just like that. And see where it says all? Just put the T-line bands all in there, just like that. T-line bands all. See, I have it already up here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to choose a watch list, a list to shoot from. You can be the S&P 500 all the way down to your personal watch list. I'm going to just choose a CBOE top 300 list here, option list. So I've got that marked. I'm going to come over here and choose week. It defaults to weekly. I'm going to choose daily. I was working with somebody this morning already, and they had 4 hours set up and 15 minutes set up. And look, I'm going to tell you right now, learn to walk before you run. Learn to chew before you swallow. Learn to hold your liquor before you drink too much. This is the same thing. Get away from that intraday garbage. Go to dailies. Learn how to use it on the daily, then get fancy. Don't try to bust that ball on the first go. Put everything on the daily and leave it there until you get comfortable. Until you get comfortable. This is important. This is just important in general trading. Important in general trading. So I've got it set to daily. I'm going to, when that big red thing comes up there, we have to rescan. So let's rescan. While it's rescanning, I'm going to come over here and click on filtered. Now there's going to be an update, and this will be a little bit changed here. But when you put a scan up, a particular scan up, and if you want it to be absolute, I use the words absolute or the word true, you must have this check marked. All right? And you see there's 80. There's 80 possibilities that fit our criteria. Now I'm going to add another scan, the bull trend 17. So I'm going to add that. Now remember, mine's already set up, so I'm not going to save this. So I'm going to click on that plus sign. We're going to get into the box here, and then we're just going to start typing trend. Whoops, trend. There we go. And see where it says bull trend 17 EMA. I'm going to left click, and now that's in there. And now we have to go through this process again. I'm going to change from weekly to daily. I'm going to rescan, and I'm going to click filtered because I want it true. Notice this is already set to daily, and we're set to new highs. I don't want it set to all three. I've decided that I don't care for that. That's not my bag of tea. For other people, it may be. Early on, I would have mine set, I want to see new highs, new lows, and a volume change. I've decided I don't want to do that because I want cleanliness. I want I want it to be a little bit sanitary. You'll see what I mean. And then click OK. Another window will pop up. You'll have to name it. Now I'm going to click cancel because I don't want to mess up what I already have. I already had the T-line bands and the 17 set up. So I'm going to click cancel, and here we are. Let's see here. Let's see. Bill is asking, is the bull trend 17 a pre-built selection? Yes, sir, it is. Let's see. Terry's asking, so you've done 2 scans and have the results of the 2. Yes. Yes. The results are right here now. The results are in this. In fact, I think I could go to one of the next version coming out, and I do mean the next. There's going to be a window down here that you can see the 2 scans together. You can see the list itself of the 2 scans put together. So what we've done is we've said, what I've said is I want a 17 EMA trend, and I want it to be within my bands here. And you can see that here. This is live right now. Okay, so Costco. Click on Costco. Costco is in the bands. So what this is doing for me now, it's saying I'm basically the scan. I mean, there's some secrets we can't give away. Okay, this is just the way it is. But the way the scan is built, all the math inside it, it's all set up looking for stocks that are trending, that maybe have had a run of sorts, and then a pullback within that scan. I've asked for only new highs. See how clean that is? That's it. I don't have a red line. I don't have a green line combined. I'm not looking at the volume. All I want to know is what the chart is doing, because I'm going to make my decision based on price action and the chart pattern. So I want to be alerted when charts are inside the band and they're moving. Now, right now, the market's kind of slow, so there's not a lot going on. But because the scanner's been open all morning, I do have things we can look at. So let's scroll down, and there's that GIS. So GIS was alerting when it made a new day high. When it made a new day high, it started to alert. Now I can come in here, and out of all the charts out there, I can sit back with my legs up. I don't have to scan for squat. It scans it for me. And I can find trending charts that are inside that band. Now, you don't have to be in that band, okay? Because we can create things for you. These bands are based on the T-line. If you want something like this based on the 50-day simple moving average, do you know that we can do that for you? Not everybody likes the T-line. I get it. I can't imagine why not, but you know what? Not everyone likes it. Maybe you want the 42.5. We can do it. That's so cool. So we can be customized for you. So for me, this is what I'm looking at. Let's go take a look at Google here. Look at Google. I mean, I'm looking at this chart. That is in my wheelhouse. Now, the scanner doesn't, you can't have something like a scanner. There's no such scanner that says this is the stock to buy right now, buy it. You still have to come in and make some educated determination in there. And we teach that. Doug teaches that. I teach that. That's what we do. So here we are getting the scans. Now you make that decision. Is this a buy? It's doing just what we want it to do. What we might want to do is look at that as, okay, we're over that high over here. Maybe this is a buy actually on a breakout. And here's another thing. I don't think you guys have the scan right now. And I think it's on this next version that comes out. But there is a scan that alerts when stocks break out. And I will make sure we talk about that one, even though you might not have it on your list today. But you will maybe later this afternoon. Ed, square me up on that one if you would. So that's what I'm looking for. Here's PayPal. Look at PayPal. Is that not a chart somebody would like? Of course it is. That is a super chart. We've got a nice trending chart. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, almost looks like 5 days of consolidation. I can look at this chart and say, hey, look, there's a hammer and a morning star. I can decide now, do I want to be a buyer in this area or do I want to be a buyer on a breakout? We can't make that decision for you, but we can give you chart setups. That we can do. And it's working out pretty darn well. Pretty darn well. So I want to recap on this. Here's how I have it set up. Let me make sure I'm in the camera here. My camera's a little smaller than the window. There we go. So my recap is I use the CBOE 300 option list. You can use whatever. You can use the S&P, your own list. This is not a big deal. Okay, this part. I have bull T-line bands all, and I have bull trend 17 EMA. Each one of them are filtered, which means it's true. Which means if I did not put a check mark here, everything under the sun would fly through there, but there'd be a white dot. I don't want everything under the sun. I just want to be told when my pizza's hot and ready. That's all. I don't care how you make it. I don't care where we go. I just want my pizza hot and ready and my beer cold when I bite into a slice. So just tell me when it's ready. And that's what this does. I have the 17 bull trend set up. That is also true. Also checked off in the filter box. So it's true. I'm looking at daily charts. trust me, for now, if you're new to this, stick with the dailies. Later on, move into getting fancy in the 15-minute or 4-hour or hour. Okay? And I have a new high. Did that, Arnaldo, right there? Do both have a new high? Both are set up a new high. Yes, thank you, Arnaldo. Both are setting up with a new high. I have the new high checked. Okay? So there is my T-line band scan bullish. Now, I'm going to look at one that's not so bullish. Well, that's not true. It is bullish. This is my partner to this guy. This is my partner. Let me go click this. It says stay on top. It makes it stay on top of the screen here. Now, what I mean by my partner, remember I said I didn't want to clutter this up with red and green arrows? I've made my red arrows over here. This over here, I'm going to look at the properties first, and then we're going to go look at some of the alerts. Notice I'm still set up on the CBOE. Nothing's changed. Notice I've got the T-band all. Notice we're on the daily. Notice it's filtered. Notice I'm looking at the bull trend, 17. Notice it's set up on the daily, just like the bullish one. Notice it's filtered, just like the bullish one. I do have this one on the 4-hour. I do have this one on the 4-hour, but you could change. I would start off on the daily. And I have it set to a new low. These two in here, I don't even use them. In fact, if I take them out right now, it'll clear out the window, so I'm not going to touch them. But I'm going to clear them out because when I first started using the scanner, I had all kinds of things set up in there. And I realized that was a bit of a mistake for my style of trading. So I've really narrowed it down. So I'm not going to clean them out right now because that'll make this window go blank, and I don't want it to go blank. So it's set up exactly like the new day high, the green one, except I'm looking for new day lows. So now I'm going to cancel this. Let's go look at NBR. NBR, see how we're inside the bands and it's pulling back. And the reason I want to look at this is how do I know that NBR is not pulling back to support? Because when you're in the bands, support lurks to the left a lot. There's always some kind of support to the left. Maybe this is the best trade in the world. Let's look at Amazon. Look at Amazon. It's pulling back. Is there a reason to be afraid of Amazon right now? For some people, yes. But isn't Amazon right now making a pop out of the box? Isn't it moving sideways? Didn't it break out and it's just consolidating? I picked it up on the bear side, making a new low. So this is a bullish pullback is what this is. Bullish pullback is what I'm looking for. Let's see if there's any more. BBBY. Look at BBBY. Now see, what I might want to do on BBBY, for example, is I might like that chart. So what I might do is I might put that on a special chart that I have that I call current trades. Now I mix my current trades with hot trades, trades that I want to keep an eye on that. This thing, here, let me make this stay on top. So this thing could come down and we're starting to approach support. So you know what? Sometimes it gets lost with all the other windows, but this window here, this is my hot list. This window does not get lost. So I might come over here and put this on my hot list simply by hitting Control U. Control U. I'm going to come in here and add BBY, click OK, and it's now on my hot list. All right, so I just wanted to show you that little trick. Let's see, Terry, do you have training videos for initial scanner setup? Terry, we do training setups every single day, Monday through Friday. weekend on request in room in the LTA room. In the LTA room. So we can do it live right there. To give you some idea, right before I came on, I actually got on with Skype with somebody and I helped them set up Skype, had it working in about 7 minutes. They were having troubles, squared them away. 7 minutes, they were set up. Well, you're not working now, are you, Terry? So somewhere, and you know, and we can do a private setup, Terry, not a problem. Let me talk about that for a second. Let me talk about that for a second. Terry says he works all day. I was asked the other day, does the scanner work if I work all day? Up until about a week and a half ago, I was inclined to tell people the scanner might not be for you if you work during the day. But I have changed my mind on that, and let me explain why. For the past week and a half, actually going on, could be 2 weeks now, being Friday, I have not looked at one single scan on my TC2000. Not one. I've picked all the daily start chart ideas. I've picked them, every single one, off the scanner. You do not have to have the scanner running all day, by the way. When you get inside here, you go to Properties, click on your scan, and you see the results. See results. Oh, what's going on here? I think I have too many windows open. You see the roll. I don't know why they're not coming up, staying up. Oh, there they are, right there. Let me move that over. There's the results. So every one of those results meet our criteria. So now you can just look through those. So you don't have to scan through TC2000 or Thinkorswim or whatever you use to scan from. The scanner will do it for you. So I have changed my attitude completely because of the new features on here that, yes, the scanner does work for people that cannot be in front of their computer all day long. Okay, so let's go there or here. All right. All right, so I've just showed you what I am nearly, this is almost my favorite scan. Now, I'm reluctant to say absolutely because the rounded bottom breakout has truly been my favorite money-making scan. There's no question about that. No question at all. Yes, Ken, you could load the results in TC2000, absolutely. Okay, so here's the rounded bottom breakout. I love this scan so much. I'm looking for rounded bottom breakouts that are within that area. So if they fall out, I've cut them a little slack, but if they fall out, that's okay. But I'm looking for those rounded bottom breakouts like this right here. And we should probably make this on top. There we go. Or this is just the complete strategy. Yeah, this is just complete strategy. Okay. So we can, this will bring up the rounded bottom breakouts where you have everything between the 50 and the 200. Now, one thing we've done is inside the scanner, there's a couple of different rounded bottom breakouts. And the reason there's a couple of difference because there's one major difference between them. The original rounded bottom breakout required 10% from the price you're buying to the 200. Because I have gone to trading options, which looks at bigger stocks, sometimes it's hard to get 10%. So it's been cut down to 5%. There's still the other one there. The original is still there. This one here is set up with the 5%, so I can trade options. So let's go look at, not much has shown up today. See, that's another positive thing, is you're not looking through hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of stocks. You're just getting the ones that are set up on the system. And those are the ones you want to be looking at. You don't want to be farting around with 99 different stocks. Look at that. Rounded bottom breakout, back down. We're testing that 50. We're showing a nice bullish candle in here. This is where you've got to decide if it's the trade for you. But right now, it's giving us that RBB. Just like QCOM. QCOM is, in fact, giving us an RBB. Is it a buy? That's up to Rick, Bobby, Ed, Ken, Arnaldo, Mitch, Terry. That's up to each individual. Here's the way I have this set up. Again, the CBOE list, top 300. I'm using the complete strategy, rounded bottom breakout 5%. You don't have to. Click on the plus sign, and you can just type in RBB, and you can see there's the regular RBB. There's 5%, and I may have a couple of these that you guys don't have. And I'll make a note and have Ed delete those off because I'm not using all of them. So you can pick which RBB setup you want. I'm going to go ahead and pick this one. Let me grab a drink of water real quick. Thank you. I'm going to change this to daily. I'm going to rescan. I'm going to filter, make it true. And there's only 3 symbols right now that fit the criteria. That's it. If you want to see them, click that plus sign. There they are. CPE, PE, and VOD. Now, keep in mind, I'm only looking at the CBO top 300. If you want to look at all symbols in the LTA scanner, then you can check that, and you're probably going to see more there. But I don't want to see more. I want my list limited. I've learned that that is the best way to go. For me, anyway. So there you go. It's the same old thing. Plus sign. If you want ATR decreasing, put it in there. Change it to daily. Always go to daily. I'm going to fight for that till I'm blue in the face. If you want to change it to something else, but while training goes on, it's always going to go to daily. When red pops up, you need to rescan it. Make sure you're filtered or true. The name will be changed in the next version. Make sure it's true, and then make sure you're set on daily here on the alert time frame, and then choose your alert type. You want a new day high or a new day low. Again, pick one or the other. I think it's cleaner. I found myself when I was looking at these scans, when they were red and green, red and green, red and green, then it became confusing. So I separated mine. Little sanitary there. Let's see, Bobby, that's a great idea. I'm on hotspot with data plan now. Oh, okay. Okay, so we did that. I also have, yes, I have a partner. I have a partner with the rounded bottom breakout. Whoops, need to make it stay on top. Stay on top. See, RBB setup. That's what I'm looking for. NVIDIA. That's still an RBB. And even though it's making a new day low, how do I know until I look at this chart if it's not coming down to support? And that might be where I want to buy it. So I want to see these charts. I want to see these charts. VKTX. Look at that. Now, ugly, but could this be setting up for a buy? Let's see here. And I'm going to wait for a buy signal. There's no doubt about it. But aren't we on support? I don't want to miss these. I want to know about them. And the scanner gives them to me. I have a PM up here. I'm going to answer the PM. Yes, members of Hit Run Candlesticks are Right Way Options, or if you are on a trial with Right Way Options or Hit Run Candlesticks, the cost of the scanner is $97 a month. You can't go wrong. If you are not a member, you don't want to be a member, that's okay. I don't understand why, but that's okay. It just costs you $147 a month. Thank you, by the way. Okay, here's another favorite of mine, and Ed, maybe you can confirm whether this is on the if they have this now above the green, or will it be on the next version. Let's go look at some of these charts, and I'm going to go back to my channels here. Let's go look at PYPL, and notice we're above the channel here. Above the channel. I want to find one that's way above. And that one's not quite. Cisco. Yeah, look at that. Look how Cisco is coming up. I had Ed create a scan where we're getting things above the top band. So that would be above the T-line as well. So stocks that have maybe dipped down and then they're moving just right on top of the band. We're not looking for them way up here. We're looking up here, just cruising the top of the band. And man, there's some killer charts right here. I think Cisco is still a killer chart. Let's look at SHOP. SHOP has broken out. For my taste, maybe a bit much. Now I want to put this on that hot list and wait for a pullback. Remember the hot list? I call it my current list. And it started out actual current trades, but I wanted a hot list, and I didn't want to give up any computer real estate, monitor real estate, so I combined the two because the hot list is not very big. So, I might come over here and go to SHOP and then go Control U and then come in there and type SHOP just like that, and then click OK. Okay, there, OK. And now it's on my hot list. Now I can keep an eye on it. All right. And it always goes blank, and it'll come back alive in here in a minute. So I like SHOP. So SHOP's been up. We've broken out. Go ahead. Give me a little pullback and show me a buy signal in here. And now I have it on that list. So is your recommendation that once we sign up for the scanner, we then either contact you or go to the training videos that you have? If you want some training, Greg, we offer it. You don't have to. It's pretty easy. But I do get it if somebody says, well, what scans do I use? Because like any program, we try to please everybody. And unfortunately, what happens is look at all the scans that's possible. Look at that. So we can help you choose the scans. The way I would do it is I would talk to you and I would ask, well, what kind of trader are you? What kind? Show me some charts you've been in. Show me some charts that you like, and from there we can determine what might be right for you. And if we have to create a custom scan, we can create a custom scan. We know there's a lot in there, and that can be confusing. But how do you please everybody? So what we do, we give you all the scans, and if you need some help, we're more than happy to help you. Like I said, just this morning, I was on Skype with somebody privately. In 7 minutes, I had them up and running. Boom, there you go, just like that. So yes, contact me, contact Doug, contact Ed. We do training. Ed keeps a room open all day long for training, for anybody that wants to come in and ask questions, and we can do training. But if you need that one-on-one, we can do that. I'll hook you up with Skype, and we can go from there. Or we can get on the phone. If you don't have Skype, we can get on the phone and then get in the room so you can talk, because I get it. The whole typing thing stinks. So anyway, let's go look at how I did this. Once again, there's some basics. I'm going to choose the same top 300 here, the CBOE list. I have, I think it's going to be renamed, and we'll let everybody know what the name is, because that's code naming there. But for now, it's the L between the T-line bands plus the close above the top band. Again, it'll be renamed to something. But I do want to show you that I am on the daily. It's the same old thing. I am looking at the daily. I am filtered. I want a bull trend. You don't have to have the bull trend, but I want to look at charts that are trending. Notice I'm on the daily, and notice we're filtered. Notice here I'm on the daily, and I'm looking for new highs. Same thing. I do everything over here pretty much the same. Pretty much the same. Yes, Arnaldo, it's the second RBB is the little cousin to the bull. It's just the bear. It's still an RBB. It's just making a new low. Just making a new low. I don't have a, excuse me, I do not have a partner for this one. There's no reason to have it because it's on the T-line band moving down. That automatically will qualify, or that'll automatically pull it in. Okay, I want to show you a little something that I've done. I just did this the other day. Well, first of all, I'm going to go through a couple more, and then I want to show you, but I do want to show you this. The T-line bounce. The T-line bounce is one of my favorite scans. It pulls up a lot of the same charts as you might find in the T-line bands moving up or down, but not always the same. It does pull up a different type of chart sometimes, and I like that. Let's take a look at SO. Oops, let me put this make it so it stays on top. There we go. Anyone like SO? I mean, and whether you like it or not, can you see how the scanner brought it to the table for us? You might not like everything back here. You might not like it until it actually breaks out, which it has. You might rather buy it when it breaks out here, but now it's got you there. The stock is now on your watch list. So this is one of my favorite scans. Let's look at MDLZ. Look at that. I mean, look at that chart. If this wasn't Friday, honestly, I would be buying a little bit of this right here. Look at that belt hold. Look at that consolidation. Being Friday, though, it kind of turns me off a little bit. Now, you can flip through 100 charts if you want. You can spend the next 30 minutes agonizing, having to go outside, smoke a cigarette, drink a beer, agonizing over which chart you want to buy, or you can have the damn charts just given to you, okay? Boom. Done deal. Right there. So here's how I have this set up. Again, CBOE list. This is the Bull 8 EMA bounce is what it's called. Notice it's on the daily. Notice it's filtered. Notice it's on new day high. And notice it's on daily. The same old thing over and over. I'm looking for the same criteria, just different trade scans. Look at the bull. This one is set up on a bull trend, which means it's the 34 is what it is. Once again, set up on the daily. It's filtered. Daily. New high. Just like that. Ken is asking, why not buy on Friday? That's just a personal thing, Ken. I don't want to go into the market overloaded. It's not that I never buy on Friday. Sometimes I do. But I never want to go in overloaded. I like to sleep at night. I love my sleep. So anyway, that's how I have the T-line band set up. There's also a bearish T-line band that you can set up. Here is my last favorite, and then I'm going to show you something with my hot list. This is my last favorite, and it's the 3/8 trap. Now, in the 3/8 trap, here we are here. I'm looking for the CBOE list. I'm looking at the 3/8 trap. we're set up on the daily, and I'm filtered. I'm looking at the daily. I'm only wanting new day highs. Here is something I've contemplated, is I want to see the 3/8 trap, but maybe I want to see it inside the T-line bands. I've thought about doing that lately. I would build another window. In fact, let's just go do that. Let's build another window. So let's cancel that. I'm going to move that over. That's a good idea. So let's build a window here. So what did I want? The 3/8 trap. So I'm just going to type in trap. And there it is right there. Click on trap. Let's make this a little bigger. There we are. I'm going to change the CBOE list. We're going to go to daily. We're going to rescan. We're going to click on filtered. Make sure we're on daily. And I want new highs. I also want, I want this mixed in the T-line band. So now I'm going to go to the plus sign. I'm going to type in band. Go to all. I like the all. We're going to go to the weekly. I'm sorry. We're going to go to the daily. We're going to rescan. And then we're going to click on filtered, or that's going to be called true, I think, coming out. We're set on the daily, a new highs. So there I've put two together. Oh, but wait. Maybe I want a trend. So let's add a trend. Click on the plus sign. Put your cursor in that box and just start typing trend. So you can have a bear trend if you want. The bull trend is the 34. We just know that. Maybe we'll fix that so you know it's a 34. Bull trend 17. I know that's a 17. Let's just pick the bull trend 34 this time. There we go. We're going to come up here and go from weekly to daily. We're going to rescan. We're going to click on filtered because I want it true. We're looking at the daily, new high, done deal. I'm going to create the window. A window pops up, and I'm going to name this, what is this? Let's see, trap in bands. That's just the way I'm going to name it. Click OK, and now we have a window, an alert window. And let me do something here. I'm going to go change this real quick, just so if we see something pop up to properties, I'm going to change the CBOE list to the all US symbols. That will give us more symbols and more likely to have some pop up in the next minute or two. And then I'm going to click OK. Okay, while we're waiting for that, I'm going to do a little house cleaning. I'm going to right click. I'm going to click, I'm going to say on top so it doesn't leave. Right click, go to style. And then in style, I'm going to uncheck the default. For my bullish windows, I like this spring green. I like 14 for the font size. I'm okay with whatever font name that is. And I like to alternate colors. And it's a gray, kind of a lighter gray, gray, lighter gray, gray, lighter gray, like that. If you prefer the total black window, which I gotta admit looks kind of cool, then simply come over here, click on the color palette, and take that little dot and just drop it all the way to the corner till it says black. And then click OK. And it does look kind of cool. So now we just have to wait till a stock pops up. If it's not meeting our criteria, and if it's not making a new day high, then it's not going to show up. So we have to give it a little time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this over just out of the way here. Now I want to try to talk, pretty serious, which all that was serious. You want to make a change in your trading? Try the scanner out. Look, myself, Doug, Ed, we're all here to help. I don't mind getting on with you one-on-one. I don't mind doing that. Ed doesn't mind doing that. Doug will do that. Download the scanner. For members, it's $97 a month. If you can't find a stock that makes 5 times that much money, you know what? Just tell us. You want your money back? We'll give your money back. We shut the scanner down. We go on our way. Everyone's happy. Everyone's happy. That's how confident I am. But you do have to have the proper trading on it. So we're willing to help you. We're willing to get you set up with the right scans, the right alerts, and work with you on it. All right? I want to show you one other thing in here that is kind of cool. And it's Friday. So why would anyone want to download the scanner Friday? Because it doesn't work on the weekends. It only works when the market's open. I mean, come on, give it some credit here. You know, it's not magic. Or is it? Is it? I don't know. Whoops, that's the wrong window. Let me go to a different window. Here's what you can do. You want this thing up and running Monday? You want it rock and rolling Monday? No problem. Come over here to Tools and see where it says Use Demo Server. Click on Demo Server. You will get alerts go through this scanner. Excuse me. You will get alerts go through the demo scanner. They will not be current alerts. I think right now they're set up March 1st, so they're 12 days old. The point is not, you're not looking for trades. You're looking to get comfortable with the scanner. You're looking to set your scans up so you're ready to rock and roll when the market opens Monday morning. So by getting it now, it's not like it's dead money for the next 2.5 days. Just go to the demo server, set everything up based on the demo server. You can actually watch a full day of trading if you want. Set your windows up and you're ready to go. So really, really, really a cool feature right there. All right, I want to close this out. I see we've got a couple of alerts. TIFF is showing up. So let's go take a look at TIFF. I even forgot what we did here. Holy crap. Come on, folks. What more do you want in a chart? I've got 8 minutes before I'm finished. Does anyone have any questions? So how did I set this one up? I set this up. I want a 34 trend. I'm looking for the T-bands all, and I want it to be a 3/8 trap alert. All of them are set to daily. All 3 are set to daily. All 3 are filtered, which means all 3 have to work in conjunction. Yes, you have to undo the demo, otherwise it'll stay demo. And your scans will stay there, by the way. Everything will stay there. It'll just switch from demo to live. Good question, Terry. So by making these filtered or true, each one of these, I'm saying I want all 3 of these to be in fact. Don't alert me unless these 3 items are fact. You know how, if you were in the room earlier this morning, I did something like this right here, where I drew some boxes. And trading to me is about finding charts that meet criteria. Now, you have to decide what that criteria is. Everyone is a little different. Most of us, for the most part, are very much alike. But there might be some differences between traders and maybe your trading style and the chart pattern you're actually looking at. I want to know a chart for this, in our particular case, what we're looking for. I want a chart that's trending up. Check. Let's make that blue. Blue. Check. That qualifies. I want a chart that's turning up. Check. Or I should say a pullback. Pullback, check. Turning up, check. Inside the bands, check. In the T-line trap, check. You start getting all those check marks, and now what happens? That turns into a reason. All those conditions turn into a reason to buy. If you have those conditions. Now you can hop around all day long looking at hundreds of stocks if you want. Flipping through charts for looking all those conditions. Or you can come in here and set your conditions up right there. Done deal. Drop the mic. Boom. There it is. I want to congratulate Ed. Both Doug and we had some input, but Ed has put this together, and I want to congratulate Ed. This is a work of art. This has turning out to be more amazing than I could have possibly imagined. Just incredible. Tip my hat to you, Ed, and I seriously have a hat on, and I'm seriously tipping it. All right, folks, again, if you're a member, it's $97 a month. Make sure you go log in and buy it from the login page because there is a secret code for you. If you're not a member, and you do not have to be a member, and we will give you the exact same training that we would give a member, so not to worry. If you're not a member, no problem. You're just going to pay a little more for it. Sorry, members have privileges. If you want to become a trial member, here's a little gap in the system, just so you know. If you want to become a trial member, download the scanner. You get it for $97. If you do not continue with the membership, it's still $97 a month. We're not going to jack it up on you. I just want you to know that's a little loophole in the system. Take advantage of it. With that said, I want to thank everybody that's here. I truly, truly appreciate it. I hope that I get emails, notices that says, hey, can we work one-on-one? The answer will be yes. I would be more than happy to do that with you, where we can get on the phone together if you want, Skype if you want, in the room if you want, and get you up and running. I'm out of here, folks. Peace out. Trade safe. Have fun today. Happy Friday.